where I help you keep food out of the landfill and get every penny out of your food dollar. Well, I'm very excited about today. I've been thinking about this, and I recently went to a German restaurant and I had a lovely Reuben. I'm currently on a quest for the best Reuben in town, but on the side was German potato salad, hot German potato salad, and it was very wet, kind of mushy, but that was okay because it was hot and it was very flavorful, had some mustard seeds, you know, beef broth, a lot of good stuff going on. So I did not eat everything. For once, I controlled myself, so I had a bit of that potato salad left over, and I thought, hey, what would happen if I mashed it and put it on a pork chop? Well, that's not all we're going to do today. In addition to that mashed German potato salad, we're going to put on a little layer of spicy brown mustard, some sauerkraut with a little extra caraway seeds. We're going to bake that off, and it's going to be great because I'm also going to make a little pan sauce with beer. So that's going to bring it all together. So, you know, it's like Oktoberfest in June. So I have just seared my pork chop. I have a lovely boneless pork loin chop. So now I'm going to do the assembly. So we're going to take that nice chop that has been seared. We're going to put on our layer of mustard. You can use Dijon mustard if you don't happen to have spicy brown or stone ground mustard. That's okay too. Of course, salt and pepper your chop before you sear. Alright, so that's going to go on there. And I'm going to get my pan sauce going at the same time. So we're going to take the juices from searing that pork chop. We're going to add a little butter, a little beer, let it cook down a little bit, and we're going to put that around the chop. Okay, so we've got the mustard layer. Now we're going to do the sauerkraut layer. I love sauerkraut. So just a nice little layer. Here we go. Get the butter into our pan sauce. I know, I'm doing so many things at once. Yikes! Now, here's what that mashed German potato salad looks like. It has the skin on, so extra vitamins. And we're going to put a nice honkin' layer of that on top of everything. Smash it down. And that is just about the right amount. And hey, another advantage of this, it's like, wow, it's like you just add something green and it's a whole meal right there. Okay, that's done. We're going to add the beer, just a little bit. So that kind of deglazes the pan a little bit. So we're just going to stir that and let it thicken up a little bit. You can add flour or cornstarch if you so choose, if you want it to be thicker. But I am doing it this way because I want the sauce to put the juices back into the pork chop. So I know from my childhood, pork chops tended to be these dry, stiff things that weren't especially appetizing. But we're going to put this pan sauce around the chop, and then we're going to cover it. So all of those juices are going to go back into the chop and make it nice and moist and flavorful. Or flavorful. Okay. Almost done. We're just going to let that cook a little bit more to thicken up. It's got that buttery, beery kind of smell. Yay. And of course, then this will make a nice little gravy to pour over the top of the whole thing. So I think that is good to go. Into the dish it goes. It only made a couple of tablespoons. So as per usual, I'm making one serving. You can easily do this for more than one serving, for whatever. So I'm now going to pop it into, whoops, I forgot. Got to cover it. Try not to come in contact with the mashed potatoes. Leave a little space at the head. Okay, pop it into my little toaster oven. And let that do its thing. I'm going to come back and check it at 15 minutes. Normally, I guess 1-inch thick pork chop is going to take 20 to 25 minutes. But because it's in the little toaster oven, it's a compact space, the heat is concentrated, I'm going to check it at 15. You know, it may be with those cold ingredients. Oh, I forgot the caraway seeds. Not tragic by any means. Anyhow, I'll be back. So once I check it and make sure it's come to the correct internal temperature of 145, then I'm going to broil it for 2 minutes to kind of crisp up that top layer of potatoes, and then we will see the finished product. So stay tuned, I can hardly wait. Actually a little more than 145, so I didn't want to broil it as long. Oops, let me get another hot pad. Because I, don't want them to be overdone, because that completely defeats the purpose of having that gravy in there. But check this out. And so here it is, our mashed potato crusted pork chop with sauerkraut and mustard. So it's the moment of truth where I get to taste and see exactly how this came out. And the pork chop is perfectly cooked. It is moist, just a little bit pink. All those German flavors rolled into one. So you could also do this like a schnitzel version. Pound the pork chop thin and do it that way, then it'll cook even faster. But I went with the traditional. I'm going to have it with a little beer. So that's it for today. Prost! Bye.